Don't be sorry, Andrea. You're doing what you can do for my dad. Remember to breathe, Andrea, and just let me do this. Okay? Dad, you wonder within your very soul, what the cobwebs, you wonder about the cobwebs, what created the webs that allowed us to part, Dad. Dad, you didn't spin those webs. Dad, fate is not measured by who's to blame or not blame. Dad, fate is its own hand of cards. Dad, I am not unknowing of fate. I am not resolved in something having gone wrong. Fate measures mercy in a glass, Dad. Mine was full. As all of our fates are full, our glasses are full at the table. Dad, you kept my glass full. Dad, metaphorically speaking, you kept my glass overfull and flowing. Out of sunshine and pride. For me, you did this so well. The honor of knowing you has been mine, not just for this lifetime, Dad. The honor of knowing you has been mine. Gift. My pleasure. Through so many lifetimes. I have arrived in these lifetimes with excitement, knowing who was going to be my father. On the level of spirit, Father of mine, time after time, there is something to be cherished of the essence that we leave upon someone. And yet, we in spirit also cherish this essence that is left upon us, and we get to take it with us. Dad, I am clothed, covered, smothered. Andrea, the word is clothed. Dad, with your essence. Like the smell of the perfume in a glass bottle. Only your essence surrounds me, and there's no glass to contain it. Dad, I love you. Your healing is what brings me to my knees in prayer and hope and love. For you to witness on your knees the amount of faith that you possess and will need to bring home this message that I give you, Dad. It's nothing that you don't have within you to do. You're my hero. Sometimes while growing up, I wondered what I did to deserve such an amazing person as my father. All my life, I cherished being your boy. Through the good times, through the bad times, Dad. I was your boy. Dad, the dust hasn't settled yet. Your eyes have dust in them from the storm still. That's why they're closed when you're on your knees. Because it hurts to open them. Dad, let me hold you through the storm. Let us both be on our knees, Dad. Ride this out in the center of it, Dad, with me. Trusting the essence of me. That we will always be. That you are not alone. You'll never be without me. I'll never be without you. Why? Andrea, you were interrupted. It's okay. My emotions. Andrea relates to my emotions very well. Well, more yours, Dad, than mine. Andrea, in failing times, when you didn't want to get back up, when you missed Amber so bad, when you had no idea who you were if you weren't her mom, what happened? Andrea, tell my dad what happened when you were bled out on the floor in pain. Dad, she was feeling her loss. And then what happened, Andrea? I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're leading to, hon. Dad, she had forgotten to be Amber's mom. She had forgotten the part of her that she has been for so long. The part that brought her joy and happiness and strength and value to life at all. Andrea, what came to you? What words? I'm still her mom. And what happened after that? I guess I got back up. Still representing. Still wearing the rocker that says that I am Amber's mom. Andrea, why did you do that? Because I'm still her mom. How do you know that, Andrea? Whew. I know that because her absence does not make me any less her mom. Andrea, you're telling my dad that he's still my dad, even though he can't see me? No, honey, I'm not telling your dad that. I'm not telling your dad that. And I can't speak for your father or instruct him. Andrea, thank you for this moment. Because I can. Dad, you're still my dad. You are still the greatest of smiles. The sun is always around you and those around you, Dad. When I was there and even when I'm not. When the storm settles, Dad. When the dust settles from the storm around us, Dad. And your eyes clear through your tears. The dust and dirt and grain in your eyes. You'll see the sun again, Dad. Till then, he says, let my siblings draw the sunshines, like a kid drawing where they draw the sun and the rays. He's saying, let your other children draw the sunshines on your face everywhere. Dad, they see more sun than you do. Yet they're in the storm with you and me. Allow them to part some of the way for you. For there is no better guiding for someone whose eyes are full of storm than those within the same storm who have an ability to see a little bit, Dad. Okay. Dad. Andrea learned a quote from Spirit not too long ago. Dad, everything happens for a reason. I've already told you that once. And Andrea doesn't mind if I use this quote for you. As it is stellar. It is as stellar as the Father that you were to me and still are. The quote goes like this, Dad. I want you to write this down. Lyrics matter, Dad. The buoyancy of your character, my father, will never go under. Write that down, Dad. The buoyancy of your character will never go under. We do not cease and desist. We do not stand down. We do not lay down. We do not. For the very sake of the buoyancy of our character. You are character, Dad. So much character for my eyes to see while I was there that it's blinding here. Dad, my fate was not due upon the fate or the come again. Dad, my leaving is, make sure that my dad knows that leaving is not dying. Dad, my leaving was going to happen at the first green light. Higher awareness realms, higher the I'm sorry, Dad, in terms that Andrea understands, this is difficult to say, for there are hardly any words that can grasp the meaning of what the higher realms are like, what we are like outside of our bodies. These minds these brains that we use, they only house, it's like an autopilot panel machine that's set when we get in these bodies, Dad. It's like, for me to explain the green lights, a green light is, come again, honey. You're not going to get this wrong, Andrea. Keep going. Okay. Dad, when our number's up, it's up. It's a ticket we pull, like a raffle. Yet it's not a by chance thing. When our number is that we're holding comes to pass, we will take the first exit out, whatever that is. It is saying for spirit that we have the gift of living, and for that we're very grateful to have the lives that we've had. Yet it renders not for it the absence of the feeling of coming home. You gave me home, Dad, in the only way a human form can feel it. But I'm home, Dad, in your heart and where I'm at. Your love is with me. It's a part of me. My Dad, you are my champion. Your deliverance of such a message to your own heart that you are to blame throws mud on my dad's white shirt. It doesn't belong with you, Dad. There is such a greater expanse of understanding from where I'm at. If you could just reach a little bit. Dad, I say your name. I sing your name in praise. Right now, I surround you with such a golden essence of this beautiful light. Kind of like the light Grandma has in her shadow. Lift up, Dad. Feel my love. Feel your love. Feel your breath. Feel me in your breath. Life is in the breath, Dad. Life is eternity also. I am on bended knee. Thanking you, Andrea. I am on both knees. in honor and giving recognition to those spirits who've merited what is beautiful. And in my life showed me this. You know who you are. You're all my shining stars. You're all my legacy. In all my lifetimes, there have been many, and there will be many to come, and I can't speak for those. But this lifetime, what's the grandest of all? If there ever was a royal palace with streets paved with gold, or floors paved with gold, I was within that palace in this lifetime because of those who roamed the hallways of it. Dad, I'm going to close. Dad, I'm in the breath of life. I'm always with you. The minute that you become aware of the life within your breath, the breath you take in, the moment that you recognize the life within it is the moment you're going to feel it. It is the moment that you are going to be able to take another one and feel me, feel the sun on your face, and feel the love and guidance from my siblings. The pole, which holds Grandma up, she is placed there in order to do so, Dad. She'll let you borrow her. She'll lend you her pole. Until you can stand on your own, Dad. Thank you from the center of my being, of everything living around you, Dad. Being your son has and will be the greatest event of my life. Trust in what I say about the green light, Dad. Don't take it too personal. There's a bigger, broader understanding. When you're angry, take it to a room and hit something hard. Get it out. Scream, yell, hit whatever, break whatever. But keep it in one room, Dad. Away from the ears of others. For it's the only place for your anger. And if you've heard me and given time, Dad, you'll stop being angry. Dad, You're always going to be my hero. He says the tunnel is only narrow. That's why it's dark. It widens, Dad. It will. It will wind around, and it will widen and brighten again. I'm with you in this tunnel, Dad. And I'll be there when we come out of it. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Dad, for staying on your knees for this. Andrea, I know how hard expressing in words through feelings that you're having. I know how hard that is. Thank you. He says my grandma is the boss. What? Boy, he does not want to let go of her. Very significant in his life. I'm not gone, guys. Dad, you'll hear me. You'll hear me in the car. Just don't be driving it when you do. He's like waving to the whole family, like if he's out on, like if he's on a team or something in the outfield, and he sees you all on the bleachers. He's there. He's waving. He's acknowledging that you are there in support and love for him, and he wants you to know he's there and he's okay. All right, signing off, because I hope that I hope this helps. I can't imagine what a difference that might have made for me when my daughter passed. I didn't have such an ability, or I didn't know anybody with one. Nothing but time will ease the pain that you're in, the shock of it. You're not even... Allow yourself tenderness in these hard moments. Time is the healer of it, and one day at a time. Like he says, like my grandmother takes care of her flowers, one day at a time. He's all, I'll see you all. All right, guys. My condolences. I know how hard this is. He's an amazing kid. He was and still is. You were amazing, Dad, and you were and you still are. Impossible to let go of the guilt. It's not impossible. Keep what he said in your heart. He keeps saying this, the lyrics. So you're gonna, I guess, make sure you have the lyrics when you listen to Metallica. Nothing else matters. He's all, nothing else matters. Lyrics matter, Dad. I don't know what that has for you, but he does. So, a warm hug to everybody hurting, and if I could speed up time for you guys, I would. If there's ever anything that I can do to help you or your property, let me know. My book's getting ready to go out. I expect you to buy a copy for your younger children. I think that you'll really like it. I'll be putting that out probably by the 5th of January, hopefully. Anyways, there's no way to say goodbye, so I'm out.